Starting the day off again with on my way to the gym. Had a pleasant day yesterday. No complaints. No any of that stuff. Today I just got some very, very, very good news. I mean, this is some of the best news I've heard all year to me. One of our friends, she decided that she's gonna go to rehab. I mean, that's some of the best news that I can get. She's going. She's going in. She's a smart, beautiful young lady. College educated. Real, real, real pretty. But she lost her way. In life through the alcohol. She lost her way. But now, when she lost her way, she didn't realize it, because I went through the same thing. I was making good money, traveling all over the world, but I had a drinking problem, and everybody else saw it but me. Everybody else saw it but me. I didn't think I had one. So I could see how she lost her way, because around to her, it's just that good feeling. You're an adult. You can do whatever you want to do. Nobody really can tell you nothing. You got a little money on you, and that's your comfort zone. That bottle becomes your comfort zone. But what we don't see is that, it's destroying you. It affects your everyday work. It affects your ability to be productive in society. And when that happens, then you have a problem. But you don't see it because it's you. You think everybody else is wrong and you're right, and you do what you want to do, you're wrong. But you don't realize that you're destroying yourself, and people are seeing you self-destruct in real time. And that's why, you have your friends and your family look at you a certain way, and they tell you, you need to get some help, or you need to go to rehab. But we don't see that. We really don't. Because I didn't think I had a problem, and I'm sure she didn't think she had a problem either. So that's some of the great news that I got today, that she is going to go in. I mean, I couldn't have asked for any better news than that. And I can't wait to hear and see the outcome of her checking herself in, going in. She is going in today, and I am so happy that her support group, along with others, have finally convinced her that she was self-destructing herself. So she's going into rehab today, and I can't wait to see the outcome of that. When I first came out of rehab, I mean, I was happy. I finally had, clarity. I finally could see what other people saw. I saw the destruction. My skin was better, my weight was better, my appetite was better. I could think clearer. I mean, all of those things mattered. It mattered to me afterwards, and I'm like, whoa, this is what they're talking about. So, after that, I mean, I didn't really want to go back to that lifestyle of drinking and looking bad and smelling bad and feeling bad every day. The last time I went to rehab, that was enough. Enough was enough. I went only for 2 weeks, and I had enough of rehab, and I never looked back. I never looked back, never had another drink. And soon after that, I stopped smoking cigarettes. Never wanted to smoke again. And when I quit smoking cigarettes, I had even more clarity of what that smelled like and the destruction it was doing to my body. So she's gonna go through the same thing after she comes out of rehab this time. Hopefully it'll stick. And I'm gonna be on her side. I'm gonna be on her behind. Don't drink, don't use. Call me anytime. Be consistent at being consistent at just saying no, and you will be a winner. I preach it every day, and I preach it in my shorts. Don't pick up, don't use. And maybe, a lot of people see that, and I get comments. I mean, that help a lot of people. Whether it's weed, whether it's food, whether it's liquor, whatever you have an addiction with, you can beat it. And don't let people tell you after you recover and after you have some years behind you, once an addict, always an addict. That might be true. But I always say, I've recovered. I'm not going to be in recovery for my whole life. I don't believe in certain things and the way people before me, everybody deal with it the way they deal with it and how they get over it. But once I recovered, that was it. That switch went off, and I'm not going back. And she's gonna, when she comes out of rehab, she is gonna, wow, she's gonna thrive because she's a smart girl. But anyway, that's some of the best news I had today. And the thing is, now I want to talk about is staying sober when you come out of rehab. Staying sober, being strong. Now, when she comes out of rehab, she's gonna have to realize the consequences if she picks up. Because sometimes people come out of rehab after they have that safety net and they think they can go back to doing the same things they used to do. She can't afford to do that. And I'm going to tell her that because that will kill her. Because your tolerance is going to be different. A lot of people come out and they be clean and they think they could just have one more for the last time. No, don't do that. Don't even think like that. Because if you do that and your body can't handle that, then you can OD or you can drink too much, die alcohol poisoning, etc. So, yeah, don't do that. Do not do that. Take it from me. Don't do that. I went to rehab 2.5 times. The first 2 times, well, actually, I didn't drink again exactly after I came back from rehab. I started with, I can have a glass of wine. That glass of wine went back to the bottle of vodka because I couldn't get high fast enough. So, it's all kind of, things that you shouldn't do when you come out. But the first thing you should do when you come out is have a plan. What you want to do. How you going to get back on track. How you going to get your money back if you don't have a job. In this case, I don't think she's working. I don't know. You got to have a plan when you're coming out. Once you got that plan, nothing going to stop you. Anyway, that's it for today's video. That's the good news. I'm happy that my friend is going to rehab, and I couldn't ask for any better news than that. Anyway, Soberman 504, y'all. Soon we're going to open up these phone lines. We're going to talk. I want to hear your opinions. I want to hear how you doing it, how you coping with it. Maybe these phone lines can help other people. And don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like button. Y'all peep me out. Let's talk about it. Let's help people. Let's save lives. That's all this channel is about. It's talking, saving lives, and helping other people that struggle with addiction. Because addiction is a real thing. The more people we can help that have addiction problems, it'll solve a lot of other problems. Mental illness is also a problem. Mental illness, addiction, all of that. We can open up these phone lines and talk, and help save other people. We can start a movement. That's what we should be doing. Especially in the city where I live at, New Orleans, where it seems like people think nobody can get sober. I'm doing it in New Orleans. I'm staying sober in New Orleans. Whereas every time you go out or anytime you look around, it's a party or it's a second line, or either at bad times when somebody gets shot, that might trigger people. People, places, things, or music could trigger you. Any little thing could trigger you to want to drink. So in New Orleans, it's like that all the time. You can't go, especially in my field, I play music. So when I go out to work, it's liquor. In the jazz club, it's liquor. When you're coming home, it's liquor. When you gotta stop and get gas, 24-hour liquor stores. It's everywhere. How do I do it? I just refuse to live that lifestyle. And I've been doing it for a long time now. So it's possible. Everybody be like, "Oh, you live in New Orleans. It must be hard." Not once you get your get a hold of it and the grip of it. No, it's not hard. It's just like living life, just like you were when you were in elementary school, or when you didn't have those cravings. Once you teach your body not to have those cravings anymore, then it all goes away. Then you're back to normal. You know, so I don't crave. Nothing could trigger me. I don't get upset and run to the bottle. None of that stuff. So yeah, got it all figured out. Been having it all figured out for years. So that being said, help somebody. If you know somebody, you know, talk to them, help them. Don't laugh at them. Don't judge them. Help them. Give them the help they need. Anyway, y'all, peace. Y'all have a blessed day and stay sober. My message stays the same. You pick up, you lose. Bye, y'all.